All right, Mr. Let's Paint. Back in the house. Back in the house. The house that Paint built. I don't. Okay, just a little behind schedule here. Let's see what we can get going here. See if we can muster the energy once again. All right. Whoops. Okay. All right. Regroup. Let's regroup, my friends. Regroup. Indeed. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's get this correct. All right. We're good to go. Let's see. Are we good to go? Is that okay? All systems up and running. Here, I got your chats. I'm reading your chats. And all right. Hey, we had a I just realized, discovered that maybe I don't want that camera, that light on. It shines my dome too much. What do you guys think? Is that the consensus? I kind of like it because it's bright for me, but I think if I'm going to be like right directly underneath it, it's too much of a shine. Let's go Ace. Yeah. Did they win? Did they win yesterday? I haven't been keeping track. I think they like play every day now. It's crazy. Oh, Mr. Let's Paint. Does the grief of losing a pet ever stop hurting? The simple fact is yes. It will. It will. You will. You will. You'll get over it through time, but it takes time, because when I know from experience, it is particularly for dogs. When you usually it's the dogs that are the most gut-wrenching experience. Let's take a call here, if we can. You're watching Let's Paint TV. I don't know. Hello, hi. Who's this? Hi.
Hey, this is Nate Buckler.
Nate, what's going on, Nate?
I just want to say I think what you're doing is great, and like on a personal level, you just inspire me to do more. You know.
Do it, buddy. Keep doing it. What do you do?
I'm a musician. I'm a painter.
Nice.
And I'm also an attorney at law.
Well, you're doing it all. Totally. Good times.
You just gotta love the variety, you know.
Well, it does. It does. I think it's not necessarily for everyone to kind of be doing a whole bunch of different things, but I find that I like doing a lot of different things, and I get bored maybe if I just stay with one idea for the rest of my life, kind of thing. So.
Yeah, for sure.
So what are you painting on now? What are you working on?
The last thing I painted was a portrait of my stepsister.
Mm-hmm.
For her wedding, you know.
Yeah. Nice.
And it wasn't my best work, but they're really harsh about it, and
They didn't like it, you mean? They didn't.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
I painted it nude because it was a painting,
Yeah.
And they just thought it was bad taste.
Oh, it was a nude portrait of your sister-in-law? My
Stepsister, yeah.
stepsister, a nude portrait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can see why they. I mean, maybe I could see why that would be a problem. Maybe.
I mean, yeah, but they're hippies and they're into art and stuff, so
Yeah, but
nice,
even hippies,
gesture.
even hippies and people into art can have limitations, I guess. You know what it
Yeah,
is?
I learned
just
that the hard way. But,
yeah. Well, look, as long as you didn't have any, as long as you stay true to who you are and all that stuff, then it's no big deal.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's like it's a faux pas that whatever. I mean, and if you kept on painting nude paintings of your stepsister, well,
Well,
maybe.
it was only the one-time thing, for a wedding gift.
Yeah, I think
And,
one-time thing is well. Have you talked to him since? Have you talked to him since?
Well,
Are you
Not
are you
really,
persona
because-
non grata?
but her husband, he was very, sour about it, and may have had a little bit too much to drink and called him a motherfucker. So I have that to deal with. So,
All right. Yeah. Well, how long ago did this happen?
I have to say probably January.
Okay. And you haven't talked to him since?
I have not. They've blocked me from social media, and
Oh.
it's a really odd time with the family now.
All because of this nude portrait.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you maybe
Well,
put,
it's just sometimes people don't know how to, react to hospitality.
Yeah, well, is there any chance you could ask them to send back the painting? Did they accept the painting, or did they make you take it back?
It's in my house right now.
Okay, so here's a suggestion. Why don't you put some clothes on this portrait, and then mail it to them and say sorry. And
Like lingerie or
no, just like a dress suit, like like a power, some kind of maybe kind of some kind of safe, just I don't know how to say it, but like nothing sexual, like don't like no breast, what do you call that, cleavage. Yeah, skip that. And
well, what if I just cover up the nipple? Because I mean that's the sexual part of the breast, and it could just be like pasties, and it's like oh ha ha.
Well, again, I think that you would still be running the risk of just you'd probably be, in a sense, rubbing it in their face a little bit there, I would say, Nate. I think what you need to do is just, like, you cut out a little dress and you just kind of glue it on top of the painting. Like, have you seen those, like, magnets that you can cut different shapes of clothes and you stick it on, just something simple like that. Just, I don't know how to say it, but just paint, just put a big.
Oh yeah, that's what I use on the breasts because I'm really bad at painting those.
All right, well just paint on top a big blob of paint and just knock it all out. You'll be good. You'll be all right.
Could you show me how?
I mean, yeah, we can work on that. Now, I would, forget about doing anything like that for them. I think they're sick of your paintings. What I would say you should do is maybe send them some fruits from one of those mail order companies, or some Omaha steaks. That's always good. You can send them some Omaha steaks, and if that doesn't work, how about one of those pillows from the My Pillow guy? Why don't you send them a My Pillow?
That was actually another one of my wedding gifts.
Was a My Pillow, and that didn't go over so well?
It went over well, but it kind of came up after the whole painting incident, so I just kind of got sent home with all of it.
Well, are you using the pillow? Because it's probably not.
Yeah, there's all sorts of. I don't want to get into detail, but yeah, I'm using the pillow.
All right. Well, so then you can't send that again. That's already been used. You know, you like slobbered on it and stuff. You know, drooled on that pillow.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
bodily fluids and.
Yeah,
It's just
you
a
want to
mess.
stay away from that, Nate. Well, I wish you luck, Nate. Thanks for the call. We're gonna take some more calls here.
Hey,
All
thanks
right.
for answering, man.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Okay. You too. All right. There goes Nate. Okay. Not really sure if that's the real story here, if he was just making stuff up, but seems a little far-fetched. But nevertheless, we're here to help you out with your creativity, one way or the other. I don't know if any of you saw. I did a show over on Reddit this afternoon, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it went over pretty well, I think. I had to take a nap afterwards. I was parched, like parchment paper, parchment, parched, perched, poached. I was poached, like a poached egg. No, I don't know what. Anyway, so, but I'm back again for our nightly hangout. Oh, by the way, what do you think? Should I keep the light down or keep it on? Because it looks like it was shining my dome a little too much. I've been told. So once you give me maybe a thumbs up, thumbs down on that idea. So anyway, for lack of better words, I'm a little. I'm not prepared to do much of anything here today. Basically, we're just going to hang out and have a beer. We could talk about some painting ideas, like what you would like to try to paint, or what I should try to paint, or what I could paint, or what I've been painting, or I'll just tell you what I've been painting, or what I want to paint, or what I might want to paint, or what I could paint, or what I don't want to paint. You like the light dome, says Ranch Posting Fan Squad. So then, okay, now it looks great. Oh, shoot, I think I got a little cactus splinter. So which one do you like? Do you like it like this? Or should I? Let's get some more responses here. We got the one, and I'm confused if you're referring to paint your face like the wrestler Sting. You know, I've always wanted to do that. I don't know who the wrestler is named Sting. I know the musician Sting, but I'm not familiar with the wrestler by no means. All right, so yeah, so we had a good time this afternoon, and as you can see, I'm regrouping. We're in a regroup phase. Okay, so and what's the next step? What is the next step? To behold. Well, we were doing some blue screen effects, and I was kind of onto that, and then I had to stop everything, and now we're in flux. Have you guys heard of the influx movement? The flux influx movement. It's a new movement, not to be confused with the. There is actually another movement, art movement, called the something. I think it's similar. I might be pronouncing it wrong. Fluxist. I don't even know. Paint your face like Joker for its year anniversary. What year anniversary? The Joker, Batman, the Joker. It's been around for like 50 years. Are you kidding me? The acid reflux movement. Yes, that'd be a good one. Okay, I think I'm feeling some kind of splinter activity. Some cactus in my fingers. Not a good feeling. It's like a baby. Oh, it's a baby cactus pain. Whoa. Where someone said what you do is you put like peanut butter in there or something on your finger and then it swells. Whoa, wait a second. What's going on here? I see something in the chat room. What happened? We got a little activity there. Oh, thank you, Miss Mo. For some reason what happened? It didn't turn on our. Well, I'll just have to manually turn it on. Sometimes I think for some reason the blue, I've noticed if you pick blue for Super Chat, if there's even a way to do that, it doesn't turn on the disco ball. Just a strange thing. Did you like the blue screen there? We call it blue screen even though it's really green screen. What is the word on the street? What is the word on the street? I don't know. I do not know. Okay, you got a question, an art question. Oh, hey, Matthew, keeping that disco ball going. Thank you, Matthew, for the super chat. Well, now we got super chat going on. Do you like the chroma keys? Okay. We'll have to do some more here. I'm always coming through with those low amounts, LOL. No problem, Miss Mel. It all adds up. It all adds up. Even just a little dollar and stuff. What is the least amount that is it even possible to donate? Is it like a cent? Can you donate at 1 penny, or is that not allowed? I don't even know how that works. Super chat, but it's there for your enjoyment. Okay, let's turn that off. I don't know why it doesn't turn on. Man. What was the story? Someone in the chat, I was complaining about having some kind of splinter or a cactus impediment stuck in my my fingers, and I was complaining about it, and I couldn't get it out and all that. And someone said that what do you put it in a bowl of rice, or no, that's a phone that you dropped it in water. Whoa. Ranch Post Fan Squad. Nice. Thank you so much. Will you come on our live show sometime? Maybe. I don't know. I guess. I don't know. I appreciate the donation, though. We can maybe we'll I can come on. Not really familiar. What kind of show you got going on? One day I hope to. Guys, don't. I appreciate the don't. It's not a. Jeez. I man, I'm not here to. Well, I do have it on the thing for tipping, but just tip at your own. I'm not. I don't want to. There's no browbeating here. I'm not interested in doing any. Oh, Matthew. Okay. Thank you. See, it's that blue. For some reason, the blue doesn't turn on. I don't know. See, it's not. For some reason, I just don't know why. The blue will not turn on. So I have to manually do it. Okay. There you go. Fun. Isn't that fun? The disco ball. Actually, there's not really. You're only seeing the residuals of the disco ball. Maybe if I should get a better close up of the disco ball. Let's get a close. There. And now we're talking disco ball time. Let's see that cycle through somewhere. Eventually. Aren't we getting multiple camera shots? I thought we were getting multiple camera shots. Is not? There we go. There we go. Okay. Our show is similar, but we have co-hosts from across Canada and USA taking live calls, playing games, doing live art like you, and Photoshop, plus much more. Yeah, okay. I guess, we'll come on the show. Can we talk about the fact that there was a band called Anal Holocaust on your show before? I mean, if you insist, I suppose. Does anyone know what I'm supposed to do? Because I have there was somebody said, what was it? They recommended to do something in terms of it would sort of suck out the thing. It was like a simple remedy. Oh, duct tape. Someone said put duct tape on there. Yeah. So right now I'm going to try some duct tape on my finger. Let's see if that works. I have blue tape, but I have some kind of duct tape. Let me get some duct tape. Give me a second. I'm going to go get some duct tape and I'm going to put it on my finger and see if it works. Okay, so again, I'm asking you guys just overall, is this a better lighting for me? Do you see better, or do you prefer this light with isn't this better lighting overall, except for, of course, I'm directly underneath it, so that's not the best. So let me know what you're thinking. I see better with this light, but I do know that I'm at least under this close proximity. Get a strobe light and paint with it. Is that possible? Can I do that? I see better with this brighter light, but I don't know if I might. I can see where there's a. I look great. So you like it better this way, Wavy? I don't know. Do I remember? Oh, we're going to talk about Anal Holocaust. You know, I got to say, I do remember the band. That's the name of the band. I don't know what to say. You know, ouch. You know, I just had different bands come on. Okay, I'm doing it. Oh my God. What do you guys what? Look at that. That's crazy. Crazy. Ranch Post Fan Squad and Matthew. Okay, so I went ahead and someone told me to put duct tape on my, you know, where I got the a spore of, I don't know how you, it's a cactus thing, you know. What do you call that? A cactus spike? Did I hear something? Thorn, cactus thorn, yeah. Anyway, the teeniest one ever, and let's see if this kind of works. I'm kind of smashing it in, and let's see if it pulls out. It's so small, I wouldn't know if it would work or not. It's an interesting premise. I don't know if it worked. No, it's still there. I could keep trying though. It will come out eventually. Okay, so I don't think this idea necessarily works, but it's an interesting idea. I can kind of see how it would work, but it's not working. Maybe I have to keep it in there longer. Let me just keep it on. Oh, I'll just keep it in here. I'll keep it on for the rest of the show, and then we'll go from there. Maybe I'll forget about it. Of course, I won't forget about it because I have. It's like sort of like a. Don't forget that I got a thorn in my finger. All right. Do anyone have other remedies for me here with my thorn in my finger situation? It is. Well, it's going to drive me crazy if until I get it out. I might have to go to the emergency room. It's so bad. You know, speaking of the emergency room or just that kind of the whole thing about going to the hospital or going to the doctors. There is something to be said, and I don't want to belittle anyone's need or you know, ultimately having to go to the hospital or going to the doctor for help because that is important. We all benefit from that, but you know, there is something to be said about like just kind of not necessarily going to the doctor every time you got a little boo-boo, you know. I bet you there's, I mean, well, I'm laughing about this right now, but heck, this might turn into something just terrible and I will have to go to the doctor. But all right, what's going on in the chat room? Well, blah, 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 blah. Hydrogen peroxide. Looked it up to get a splinter out. One way is to how do you just kind of soak it in hydrogen peroxide? Okay, Wasco, this is the third question. Did you ask me that yesterday? Someone asked me that today in the Reddit chat room. And again, I'm going to tell you, my favorite painter is me. Okay? My favorite painter is myself. Or, but that's not fair. You asked me favorite painters, and I mean, I could name off a few, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot. Or how about this? You name me some painters, and I'll tell you A, if I even heard of them, and B, if I like them. How about that? I like. There's a lot. There's a lot of good art and painting out there. I like art, in that sense. Oh, really? Wavy recommends going to their local GP and getting their ears washed out. And Matthew says that, oh, wow, Wavy, that's assuming you want to hear what the world is offering. Two very good points that were made in the chat room. If you are not in the chat room, my friends, you need to be there. So there's a world of hurt, a world of excitement, of offering, and ideas there in the chat room. A lot of discovery, a lot of Basquiat. I like Basquiat or Bisquat. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his name, but I do appreciate his work very much. I tell you what, I do favor a more messier approach to painting. I shy away from the more manicured and controlled approach. But it's a strange thing that, just because I might favor that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna. That has nothing to do with the person that actually made that work necessarily. You can still be friends with these people, and you can still have good friends that make that kind of work. It's not, just because that I don't care for that stuff, or I don't care to make that really, even though I might venture into that. It's not like, say, the whole, generally speaking, a political battle of being, extreme right and extreme left. You're not going to probably be in the same room, or different religions. You can't. It's generally, you can get by and accept the fact, it's no big deal. Generally, people do not go to blows. Artists do not go to blows the fact that they hate your work, and you could still have a beer with them and stuff. And though you probably wouldn't like them that much, though, I gotta say. No, I don't. It's confusing, but generally speaking, artists are pretty accepting with each other's works, though they will harbor likes and dislikes with the work itself. But it hasn't. I find that usually artists are kind of can be good about separating that from their friendship with fellow artists, because it is sort of a the art club. It's already pretty obscure and not so. It's not a big club, and so you because of that, you better be welcoming of it all. In some ways, love your work and your massive catalog of videos. Yeah, it's a massive catalog. We got a lot of stuff here. When did you start doing public access stuff? Well, thank you so much for that question. That's a great question. One way you can find out more about my show is check out my Wikipedia page. Just look up Let's Paint TV. And now, having said that, it says 2002 there that we started Let's Paint TV, but I actually started it in 2001. No one's fixed it. No one's fixed that. I don't know why they haven't fixed it. Somebody should fix that. But when you said public access, I actually started public access in 90, 95 or 96, 1995, 96. Oh, I see this black cat has made its appearance. Hello, black cat. Oh, you don't have to go. Hello. Hello, Mr. Black Cat. Oh, there's a black cat. He's very he's not our cat. He's kind of a secretive cat. He's a cool cat. I'm late to the party. Are we discussing the ranch revolution? No, we haven't really talked too much about anything ranchy for the most part. Karina is in the chat room. Who's watching this on VHS? I don't think we have that on VHS. Did anyone see me on Reddit this afternoon? Was anyone watching that? Thousands and thousands of people were watching. I used to live in LA. I swear I caught your broadcast once or twice as a kid. Sweet. Yeah, that was fun. I tell you, doing cable access and having it air, in the city was fun. That was a great fun thing to do. You missed the Reddit. I think there's a way to watch it again. I gotta say, I'm not the most knowledgeable how Reddit works, but it's fascinating. Yeah. Which forum was I on? I guess they told. I think I was on the artist studio. I gave it a go. Like I said, I had to take a nap afterwards. It was that engrossing. I couldn't read the chat though. Yeah, to get Eric Andre on the Ellen show. Yeah, I saw that. I saw him post that on Instagram. I guess, is that for real? I mean, that's not ever going to happen, but but it would be kind of cool to see him do it. I don't know why I think it's never going to happen, but it actually could. It actually could. What do I know? Maybe it would. I should, never say never. Which I just did. I basically said that's not going to happen. But actually, it'd be kind of cool to see him do that. Okay, so he's really going for it. Where is it? Just him? Is it just him? I thought it was just some kind of fun thing that he posted on Instagram. What is there anything more about it? Like. Of course, he could probably run for president and like Keon West and swing the election if he wanted to. Okay, do I think that was a mini nuke in Lebanon? Well, we shall see. They say that it wasn't. And there's plenty of indication saying that just that. But then again, it looked pretty crazy. The residual, if it is what you guys are speculating, in terms of conspiracy theories, you conspiracy theories idiots, no, you nutcases, conspiracy theory nutcases. Time will tell in that, because there would be people with radiation. There would be radiation, right? Wouldn't there be radiation? Right? Wouldn't there be radiation if it's a nuclear bomb or some kind of bomb? It would be radiation, right? And then on top of it, who did it then? Then if it was, then what was it? Israel that did it? I mean, like, well, who did the bombing? Did they just bomb themselves? These are questions that we want to know. But anyway, apparently that is an issue. Okay, Matthew, wow. Got that going on. You did the blue, and so that's not going to turn on. I don't know why it doesn't turn, the blue does not turn on. I don't know. But we'll just turn it on again. Believe me, I appreciate the tips, but please don't feel like you have to tip me, even though I have it there for you. Just, okay. But I do appreciate it. I do. Thank you, Matthew. I should say, buy me a beer kind of thing, but actually I'm trying to cut back on drinking so many beers. So I don't necessarily want to be drinking so many beers anyway. Even though I like doing it. It's kind of fun. But not. At some point it's not fun. What is the painting of the day? Yeah, well, the painting we did today. So we did this painting earlier today. Let me show it to you. And it was fun. And in fact, I posted it on Etsy, and I sold it already. I sold this painting already. So take a look at that, guys. It's pretty. Maybe it's a little abstract for you. Can I paint you guys? That's a good idea. I mean, I've been meaning to paint my studio space. Yeah, that's a good idea. I've been meaning to do that. So many things we can. The painting I did last night, actually, when I was running and painting, I thought that came out pretty nice. Oh, I see a mosquito now. Made its way in here, kind of. Now I have my socks and shoes on. Well, shoes and socks, or I have socks with my shoes, so they are full-on ankle biters. These guys, so they really like my ankles more than anything else. That one thing was so small, it didn't get zapped, I guess. You missed the return of the treadmill. No, we'll bring it back. I did it this afternoon, and I don't have the energy to do it again today. I can't. I'm not in good shape to do two performances of that same Did you see it, Nantucket? You watched the show earlier today? I was getting fatigued, huh? I was halfway through. I felt, I could feel like, for some reason, I have this, my arm starts hurting from painting and running. It's like a nagging injury, and it's my painting arm anyway. So, but I was running, and I was like, oh, I gotta slow it down. I was like, yeah. So I totally slowed it down. But we went for a full, roughly 45 minutes, I think, and then I went another 45 minutes just talking, I believe. I think it was about, roughly an hour and a half, maybe even 2. It was a fun run. It was like close to 1,000 people or so. I couldn't really figure out how that works, but it said like a couple of thousand or something. I think they just watch for a second and then they move on or something. It's fine. I don't mind doing it all. It's just physically, I have to be careful. I've learned that from past experiences, and then obviously I haven't been doing a lot of it lately, so I'm in somewhat okay shape, but still, nevertheless, I'm not at the best shape to go all out. So, and then I'm getting older. Like, frankly, am I going to be doing this when I'm 80? Probably not. I have to be careful about that, but then again, maybe that's what keeps you young. No, I don't think I've ever accidentally ever eaten paint. I might have got a little on my lips and maybe tasted it somehow, but I don't know if I've really like ingested paint for the most part. There is. I was when we were doing the working with the I was like, we were doing those Indian ink drawings, and I had the Indian ink in like a plastic glass, and then I also had like a glass of wine, almost the same, and they were dark black looking red wine, and the Indian ink was black, and it occurred to me that, wow, you could easily confuse yourself and possibly take a sip of the Indian ink, which wouldn't kill you, actually. Well, it may kill you. I'm not so sure. I think you might survive though. I've never heard of anyone dying from eating the paint, though. The cadmiums are an issue apparently, and there's another paint that is not something you want to stay away from. In particular, cadmiums is the main paint that you're supposed to really stay away from. Yeah, there's another one too. I forgot the name. I think they stopped making the other one, so it's not so it's not really available so much, I think. But I forget the name of what it was. That paint was. What was that? What was that paint? What is that paint? What it is, what it was. Rick says that's tattoo ink. Indian ink, is that what they used to tattoo? I just don't know. I don't know anything. Boy, tattooing, man. Nah, I don't know. I don't think it's cobalt. I think there was another one, because they still make cobalt blue, and namely cobalt. Lead, yeah, lead, maybe? Lead paint? Honestly, I forget. I just forget. You know, why don't we test? I'm going to test this out. I put it on here. I'm going to pull it out, see if it works. Maybe I got to rip it out fast. I kind of did rip it out fast. Maybe that helped. Maybe not. I wanted to say that it worked. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to just say, I'm not really feeling, that's kind of there, I think. I'm not, but you know what the problem is you pull something out, and it will still have the pain associated with the object still stuck in you, so you don't necessarily know if you really pulled it out yet. Oh, it's still there. It's still there. Still there. Ouch. What's that? You have to be careful or you'll end up hurting yourself. You lost 56 pounds with running, and then I started doing muscular exercises, tightening myself up, and now I'm waiting for an MRI. Whoa. Because, you did damage your rotator cuff. Yeah. That's no fun. I mean, look, I might have done some damage, but I've been kind of, I don't know, stretching it and possibly healing it as we go, and maybe it's taking longer. But yeah, you do need to be careful, but stretching really is helpful. What I need is like a magnifying glass. Oh, I might have got it. What? I got it. I just pulled it out. Yeah, I did it. It's not there anymore. Yeah! This is pretty exciting stuff. I'm flabbergasted. You know what flabbergast means? I think that means you're gonna fart, or that is a fart. A flabber gas. Flabber. That's like fat gas. Flabber. Flubber? Flubber gas? I don't know. I'm wondering what is flabbergas? Where is it's like the fat from your blubber that excretes through from the bottom part of your existence. AE fart. It's basically a fart, flabbergas. When you fart, it's a flabbergas. No? I could be wrong. I think I am wrong. Look it up. Can we look that up? Flabbergas? Flabber gas. How about flubber? You guys, I know you guys are bored out of your mind. You're watching me and I'm watching you, and we're reading each other and stuff on the chat room, but have you checked out Flubber from Disney? Where they would wear they put flubber on their tennis shoes and then they bounced around on the tennis court, and they did all this crazy stuff. Flapping says Rick. Well, our time is getting close to the end here at 8 o'clock, top of the hour. We can go a little longer. I don't really have anything planned. I was kind of considering doing something. Like I said, I'm a little October says I haven't thought of that movie in 20 years. Believe me, I don't know why I even there was no reason for me to even consider thinking about this that movie for no other reason other than it just sort of showed up, kind of like a dream, you know. It's like, in fact, tell me this, guys. Tomorrow, tonight, when you go to bed, and when you wake up and you remember your dreams, which I know it's hard to do, tell me that you didn't dream about bouncing around on the basketball court because you were wearing flubber shoes. I know you're going to have that dream. I know one of you will. Maybe me. Maybe I will. Matthew, oh my goodness, again. I have to manually do this. Thanks for the support, Matthew, once again. All right, let's hang out. Let's for hour number two. You know, we were talking about maybe doing a podcast. We were talking about that, remember? Oh, we need the other 4 Johns. Yeah, let's get me other 4 Johns going on here in the background. You're right. Let's get the blue screen going on. I can do that. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can do that. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, I have to blue screen everything, but I'll blue screen a couple of them. We'll blue screen 1 or 2. Let me get in here and do some blue screening on these guys. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can figure this out. We are still in the planning to get a new computer, which hopefully would give us some better stuff. Hey, there we go. There goes one. And let's try to get this one. Blue screen. Let's get this one. Blue screen. Let's get this one. Blue screen. Okay. Let's send that over. There, here we go. Now we got the party going on. We got the party. Thank you for the let me know to do that. Okay, now we got the party. Now we have a party going on. Yeah! Yeah! Anyway, I hope you all surviving this pandemic as best you can. Stay safe, as we all know, as best you can. I cannot help but think that that we all end up sort of taking some chances. It's next to impossible to go through this. Let's take a call here. Take the next call here. Hello, caller. Who's this? Hello.
Hey, it's Noah and Jacob. We're just calling in to say hi.
Hey, what's going on? What's happening?
Oh, we're just watching you paint.
Well,
what are you painting today?
I'm not painting, so obviously you're not watching.
We just tuned in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did a painting earlier today. I did a show on Reddit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was
Didn't know that?
it was exciting. It was exciting over there. It's a whole nother world over there.
I have to check it out.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that, but you could, I guess, if you're Reddit savvy. I'm still a newbie at that whole thing, but
Oh, I am too myself. Jacob tends to know how to do it though.
okay.
Well, we'll let you get back.
Yeah. All
Have a
right.
good
Well,
one.
if you go to Reddit and the slash would be the artist studio. Otherwise, I don't know if you could find the video, and then otherwise just look up Let's Paint TV. I don't know. That's all I could help you out on that.
Well, I'll look into it. Thanks so much. Have
All
a
right. Well,
good
thanks
one,
for
man.
calling. All right. Thanks for the call.
See ya.
All right. I didn't mean to cut him short. I guess I was being a little too frank with him, and the fact that we're not actually painting, but. Matthew's got a good point. I Googled supplements to take after athletic injury. I Googled stretches to repair rotator cuff. Oh, those are good. That's a good idea, Matthew. I wonder if, not that I have that. I don't think I necessarily have a rotator cuff problem, but it's like a nagging injury, for sure, and I could probably benefit from. Even if it's not officially a rotator cuff, whatever. So did you and then you ate lots of protein. So what did you eat? Steak and stuff? A lot of steak? Miss Mo, you didn't dream about any of the blue screens. Yeah. Well, you do tend to. It's bound to happen. As you get older, you're bound to get injured more so than when you're younger. But having said that, you still get injured when you're younger. It's just I think the healing process is maybe a little easier. That's said for all injuries and all medical situations for the most part. I think you're able to possibly adapt better as a young one. Chicken, turkey, soy, nuts. Okay. And you're good to go. And you're feeling better now. Chris, thanks for the like in the background. Yeah, we did that the other day. Was that Monday? Did we do? Yeah, we did that on Monday. Today is Wednesday, and yeah, it's a fun little backdrop. I want to do a little more with it, but I just haven't. Actually, I was thinking, I want to kind of like do a whole. I'm not going to say a whole baseball game, but I want to get some shots, different. I want to do a whole stadium full of myself, basically. So I need to work on that some more. Not tonight, because we're just hanging out like we're at the bar. If you ever went to a bar. Which you can't do really anymore, and I never really went to too many bars because it was always too expensive in the first place. And then you're drinking and driving, so this is really safer for you, ultimately. And then also you end up drinking too much, so all those factors. Wow, it just took you a week to feel better. That's pretty decent recovery, I tell you, I'll get some pains and I go, oh man, this is it. I'm gonna be like this for the rest of my life. I'm gonna just feel like crap, and it's just gonna go down. I will go down that road, maybe more than I should at times. And then somehow I get over it. And amazingly, I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better, and or at least that particular pain somewhat subsides, and then I have maybe a new pain. So anyway, cheers to you all. I mean, Coors Light, well, it's an okay beer. I mean, I don't mind it. Used to smoke, and it gives me bad panic attacks now. It's like a switch flipped. You know, Miss Mo, I kind of can relate on some levels. I have found too that the whole smoking weed thing makes me antisocial. So, like, if I were smoking weed, I wouldn't be doing this program right now. But you know, like people like Snoop Dogg, right? Snoop Dogg. Wait, is that his name? I mean, he's always smoking the chronic, you know, and all these people smoking the chronic. And my theory is, and then they perform and they're just amazing and they can just rattle off stuff and they're just having a great time. My theory is that they smoke so damn much, like nonstop. And believe me, I've seen that guy backstage in person once, and he does just smoke nonstop, and and I think that's what it is. Amazing performer, amazing rhymer. He got in trouble because he listed the top 10 rappers, and I guess he didn't list Eminem, and people kind of didn't like him for saying that. What was his list? Did he put himself on the list? Because he probably should, because I would put him as a top 10. I'm no expert on this stuff, rapping. By no means, I don't know anything about it. But I would imagine that he and Eminem would be in the top 10. But then again, I wouldn't even know anybody else to mention. This is the subject that probably I should exit ASAP. Yeah, I'm not. I'm the wrong person to be talking about that. I can barely tell you the top 10 painters, even, and that's that's like my specialty. I couldn't even tell you the top 10 painters of all time. I think I tried to list the top 10 paintings of all time, and that was kind of hard. I forget what I ended up saying, which ones were which, or which ones were who. Horton heard a who. Horton was a hoe. Horton heard a hoe. I've been joining the shows past couple of weeks. Keep going. All right, book 'em. Book 'em, Dano. You see my rapping video? Oh, that's embarrassing. Pretty sad. But I mean, at least I tried. Maybe. Top 10 rappers. 1 candy, 2 condom, wrapper, candy wrapper. Yeah, what would be the third? Picasso is a brilliant painter. I would agree. I like Picasso. I mean, now not all of it. You get a little tired of Picasso at times, but he sure did make some nice ones. I think you have to understand. I think if you're talking about painting and art, the beauty is not so much any individual painting per se, but the artist, just sort of them making art all the time. That's always been comforting for me, and I've always liked that. And so, you know, most artists, you see that with most artists, and regardless of what they end up making, it's just you see them making art all the time, and then you just kind of go, wow, they made art all the time, and they just made art all the time. It's more about, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. You just make art. You paint or whatever. I make attempts at different things, but you know, you just keep doing stuff, and you might come up with some cool idea, and you might get a little recognition for it, or success, or make some money off it. But in the end of the day, you just keep making more work. You keep making more stuff, and I think that's what one likes about the when you see other artists, they're whatever, their whole enchilada, as Dr. David Dreyer would like to say. Yeah, George Bush's paintings are pretty cool, aren't they? I like them. You know, even the art world generally likes his paintings. Oh, you were behind the times, Miss Mo. Behind the times. You're up to speed. No, I don't know about the movie about the art thieves. What is that movie about? Or maybe I did. Is it a new movie, or is that some new movie on Netflix? I mean, there's probably 10, 20 movies about art thieves. 2018. Okay, kind of recent. Who's in it? Anybody famous that we would like recognize, or is it some movie that's like only on Stars? Who's has anyone like ordered Stars to watch stuff? I mean, like, is there like nothing on that channel? That is just like, there's nothing there. Stars with a Z. Yeah, we what do we do? I don't know. We're stars. There are so many of these specialized things where they want like the $10 a month from you for their special platter menu of stuff to watch. And it's just so many. It's like, does Stars, like of all of them, Stars I think ranks as like number one of like, there is no reason why anyone should be subscribing to Stars. I'm sorry. There is zero information there to give your hard-earned money for to be watching Stars, okay? I was just like, what are we doing here? Stars? No, thank you. And you know, there's a whole bunch of those. There's like, no, you're not going to get my $10 a month for, you know, there's a whole bunch of them. Now I haven't looked into Hulu as of yet, but I've heard good things about them. But I don't think they're $10 a month. I think they're a little more. And then there's Apple TV. Like, what's going on with that? Everybody wants like $10 a month. We should all try Quibi. I don't think I've even heard of that. Quibi. What's that, Chris? John Paul. That's like some French. Is that French? I don't know anything about that. What is that? Is he an artist? Is that a movie? What are we talking about? Hey, for real, how are they even still around? Do people actually give them money? Yeah, I don't know. I think they actually make money on people that do the free trial. I think that most of their money comes from people that do the free trial and then they forget to cancel. I think that's how these people survive. That's how Stars survives. Miss Mo likes Hulu. He's a Canadian painter, says Chris. Okay, Jean Paul Rio Play. Something. Vent du Nord. Well, our subscription that we offer here is you can watch it for free, or you can become a Let's Paint TV Club fan club member for $9.99 a month. Kilimanjaro 28 is doing just that. Thank you so much, Kilimanjaro 28. There's rumor that I am the Max Headroom incident guy. Max Headroom. I shouldn't have told you that, should I? Kilimanjaro 28. But I do appreciate, we do, you know, it does, all the little bit does help, no doubt. Matthew coming through with his chips in hand and threw down. Oh, it came on automatically. What is it? It's like it's got its own mind of its own. Fantastic. I didn't have to manually turn it on. We should just call this show. I'm tempted to just call this show having a beer with Mr. Let's Paint, or you know, at the bar with Mr. Let's Paint. I should set up a bar. You know, that would be good, right? Pirate radio. Watch Constantine. Constantine, is that right? Downbeat Agriette. Constantine, huh? Amazon Prime. I do have Amazon Prime because, you know, that is one of the, that's kind of a good deal. Like, because I'm always I bought like what did I buy? Like I bought electrical tape, just one roll, one roll of electrical tape, and they send it to you. So it's kind of worth it for that you pay them about $100 a year. I think it's a little more now. Overall, their videos aren't their what they offer is not very good. Generally speaking, I'd say Netflix is still the king, that you cannot that needs that hasn't been dethroned, and I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. However, I've heard good things about Hulu, and I've also heard good things about hydrochloroxy. what is that stuff called? Hydrochloroxyquin or whatever. All right. Yeah, that's a COVID-19 reference. Who am I kidding? I'm buying, says Chris. What are you buying? Oh, you buying me a beer? Yeah, I've never watched Amazon Prime Video. You know? Constantine is based on a comic book movie. Keanu Reeves was in Fighting Demons. Interesting. Okay, well, I'll have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, what have I watched that I enjoyed in terms of say Netflix? I can't say that I had anything that I pops up off the top of my head. There was a show. Oh, I was watching some of this. It was kind of fun to watch. Nordsman or something. Nordsman. Am I saying that right? It's on Netflix. Nordsman. And it's like a Viking. It's like a comedy. It's pretty gruesome though. I mean, they go right up and they like kill people and stab people and cut people's heads off. I mean, I don't know if they cut their heads off, but they just do everything imaginable. Very gruesome, but it's almost surprisingly funny in some way. Norseman, yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty. I mean, it's not just funny. It's entertaining. It's entertaining. But I was watching it all. It was going, one after another. Oh God. Okay, and then I got thrown off because they kind of like went back. ATSEFT. Can I the green screen? Can I subcontract the background audience to the MLB? Yes, I'd love to. You contact me later on and at mrletspaint@gmail.com and we can discuss that. I'd be happy to do that. Kilimanjaro 28. Vikings on History is more serious and quite entertaining. Excuse me. I don't get. I'm not able. I have not been able to watch history. I don't watch the History Channel. I don't have access to the History Channel. So, hence. Plus, I got tired of watching. Anytime I knew about the History Channel, it seemed like they spent almost 90% of their time showing history of Hitler. It's like History Channel. Hitler did this, the Germans and Hitler, la 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 la. It was just like, okay, I don't need any more, obsessing over Hitler and Germany and the fucking World War II. I do not need any more of that shit. And that's what it seemed like the History Channel was when I looked into it. And it's kind of like the Cooking Channel, not that they had Nazi Hitler stuff going on the Cooking Channel, but it's always nonstop Guy Fieri, nonstop. It's nonstop Guy Fieri. Right? Kilimanjaro 28, 90% Hitler. Painter of the Hofbrau Beer House. Now that we brought up Hitler, I was actually watching. They make some good stuff on PBS. I cannot deny that I watched a fair share of PBS stuff. God forbid I do. And they have some good documentaries there. And so they had one about. It's an old one. I think they've aired this before. It was about Reagan, Ronald Reagan, and it's an interesting story about. They showed how, he was sort of he became he in some ways was a failed actor, and yet then he ended up becoming the president of the United States. And it just kind of occurred to me, wow, that's sort of like Hitler. He was a failed artist, and so he took his failures and moved on to the political arena. Kind of like Trump, failed businessman, but yet he still finds a way to convince a populace to be president or leader of whatever country they're from. It's interesting politics, right? We don't really get into it too much here. We kind of stay away from it. We talk about creativity, people. Creativity. Look up Hofbrau on Wikipedia. The image use is Hitler's LOL. Is that right? PBS has live concerts on all the time. I have a good night, everyone. Good night. Okay, Miss Mo. Good night. Good night, Miss Mo. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your super chats. Super chats. I should actually, and every time someone does a super chat, I should do a dance. Should I not? I really should. I have to think about this stuff. It don't come easy. What's that song? It don't come easy. I don't know. There's some weird song I kind of feel like singing right now. All right. I don't know honestly how much longer I'm going to stay here either. So. Okay. Those are some good suggestions. Definitely, I'll write those down to possibly implement in the future. Anyway, so I just so you're watching. If you're being mesmerized, possibly by the background information that I have here, I do kind of want to expand on that some more, and kind of possibly reenact maybe like a baseball game in some ways. So I'm kind of curious about doing that. It'd be fun, for one. Fun to do. 2, it's just fun. 3, I somehow came up with 3 points, and it was all fun. Fun related. These are all fun related ideas and points to be taken into consideration, and so I am Keene. Has anyone been to Keene? Is it New Hampshire? Keene? K-E-E-N? Maybe Matthew's been there. I saw that you were in Cape Cod, Matthew. I've never been to Cape Cod. All right, so but I'm keen on expanding playing around more with the blue screen. So look for that. That's in my pipe, and I will be smoking that soon. And then in the meantime, I want to do got some more painting ideas that I want to try to do. Actually, I don't. Oh, I just saw something that would be kind of interesting to try to do. This fan would be of interest for me. Let me just see if that's even possible. Okay. Let me just, I'm going to sign off here in a sec, guys. Thanks again for hanging out. Thank you to all the super chats. Much appreciated. And we'll come back again tomorrow. The same bat channel, same something. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you on the internet. You can go at Let's Paint TV and all that good stuff on Instagram and whatever. Okay. Good night, guys. Good night. Bye-bye.